We're living in a society that is exponentially unequal. People are having to work longer for less. One wage doesn't look after a home. Two wages barely looks after a home. And we have an inept and incompetent political class by design. So long as you're voting in neoliberals, there's nothing radical happening to your society and culture. And all of these individuals are always going to be lockstep with capital and corporate interest, which is anti-human. It was Malcolm X, clearly. Ask Bob's dad, yeah, exactly. Have you seen what Malcolm X has said about Palestine? But then there's something in that as well, you know, like where are we at? Where we need the spectral voice of Malcolm X to provide us with instruction. But maybe that's a good thing. Let's face it, everything that was being said wasn't untrue. This is the key factor. Psychological warfare. How do you resist? How do you resist psychological warfare? Let's take the genocide, for example. Is the BBC complicit in the genocide? Is the British Broadcasting Corporation complicit in the murder, the extermination of a people? Has the British Broadcasting Corporation, by means of its news and current affairs programmes, sculpted a narrative that has given political and diplomatic cover to the Israeli murder machine? Is that the case? Is the BBC, as is the British government, complicit with the Palestinian genocide? Is that the case? The BBC clearly complicit. Yes, big report dropped about it this week. Then why the fuck are people going on the BBC? Why are people going on the BBC and engaging with the BBC if the BBC are complicit in genocide? Why are the comedians and the neoliberal culture merchants and the artists, why are you fraternising? We have media, we have independent media, we have the means to produce. I'm broadcasting right now. This is what I'm doing right now is inconceivable even maybe 10 years ago or so. It's not, you know, just maybe. Why are you going on the BBC to enter into a controlled discussion with those who are complicit? I saw this. Peter Oborne confronted BBC Director of News Content Richard Burgess following a news report confirming long-standing concerns. The BBC is guilty of severe media bias and silencing of Palestinian voices. Yes, it is. But I put it to you that even Peter Oborne's exchange is just part of a bourgeois pantomime. That itself, these type of inquiries, are themselves just part of the performance. We never hear the end of people talking about, like, I've been cancelled, I've been no platformed. funny, you know, and then you get the people on the left going, oh, you're cancelled, you're getting talked about in mainstream media and all the rest of it. They've got a point. They've got a point. How cancelled are you? What does it mean to be cancelled? I wonder if anybody actually knows what it actually means to have a strong, prominent voice, to have a strong position on politics and culture, to be a talented artist, and to find yourself completely and utterly silenced by the bourgeois establishment. Some of us do actually know what that's like. So why are you going on the BBC? Let me tell you, one child's death is too many. Tens of thousands. Tens of thousands. But I'm glad you've got a clear conscience when you get to go and do your wee bit. Your wee dib dib dib. And get your wee soundbite clipped out. And feel that you've contributed in some way or other. Or that you've got your few quid to make your anodyne comedy broadcast that doesn't challenge or provoke anything. We have to reject all performative political parties, news media, social platforms in favour of independent movements and start listening and connecting to the truth and people with real world experience. Indeed.